Hello, everyone. Jacquie Edwards here. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today I wanted to talk quickly as we're approaching the holidays, just a little bit about how I prepare my tenants and my properties for kind of the holiday period. So one of the things that tends to happen a lot over this next few weeks is a lot of people go away on holiday. So a lot of my tenants tend to either go back and visit family, they go off and find some sunshine somewhere. So a lot of our rooms are empty, which can potentially lead, well, this is kind of rare in HMOs that everybody will be gone at one time. This is the time of year that that's most likely to happen, is kind of over the Christmas and New Year time. So we want to make sure that all of our properties are safe and secure, and that we understand, which ones are potentially empty so that we can check on them a little bit more. So first, in order to do that, we do send out an email to all of our tenants, just asking them basically to let us know when they're going away for holiday. So we would say something like, hey, we're just checking in to see if you can let us know when you're going to be away, if you're going to be away at all over the holiday season, just so that we can make sure that your house is kind of watched over if everybody is away. So just kind of explaining to them why you're asking for their holiday dates and making sure that they know it's for their security and for their benefit that they let you know. Because I've found that oftentimes tenants don't like to respond and they can be a little bit lazy unless they know exactly why and what's in it for them, basically. So it's all about kind of their safety and their security so that we can make sure somebody on our team kind of has a drive-by or pops into the houses that are going to be empty for any period of time over the holidays and New Year period. So we make sure we email everybody just to try to get them to respond. Then the other thing that we do is we like to drop off Christmas cards. I think I talked about this in a previous video just recently, but we do drop off Christmas cards and some kind of chocolates and some biscuits for all of our tenants in each property. So my property manager is doing that this week and maybe a little bit next week. Again, this is the time to do it because a lot of people are starting to go on holiday from kind of next week. So we want to make sure we get them before they all leave on holiday. So it'll just have a nice little card with a happy kind of message from Jade Roomlets. And again, we've sent that email out before. So it just reminds them, hey, I better tell them that I'm going to go away on holiday because they said they need to know to make sure everything stays secure. So it makes complete sense, and it kind of helps reinforce that, we're here, we want to help them, and we're trying to take care of things. Now, most of the time, we don't have a house that's kind of completely empty for a long period of time, for say a week. So we might have a house that's empty for a day or two while tenants are kind of moving in and out. But because most of my houses have 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7 people in them. There's usually enough people around that somebody is around most of the time. But we do also just have our handyman. So my team, I go away just after Christmas. My property manager will be away over kind of the Christmas, New Year period. This is one of the slowest times of year for us. So we don't do very many viewings. We don't get very many messages. We don't have to do very much over the holidays because all of our tenants are gone and not very many people are looking to do viewings. So my main team is basically on holiday. Luckily, my handyman does live locally in Oxford. So we just have him go and, drive by the properties. If any maintenance issues do come up, he is able to just pop by and have a look. If any of the houses are going to be empty for a chunk of time, I'll just let him know about those so that he can keep an eye on them just a little bit more often. Again, making sure the doors are locked, because sometimes tenants forget to lock the doors behind them. Make sure all the windows are closed. We do have the Hive system. So we've got a smart thermostat in each of the houses. So we don't really have to worry about pipes freezing too much because we can control the heating, and we do make sure things stay on the schedule even if the tenants are away, just so that the houses aren't getting too cold, because cooling off and warming up causes condensation as well, but we don't want them to get too cold and have the pipes freeze and stuff. If it does get super, super cold, we will just pop by the houses a little bit more often, especially if they're empty. Again, my handyman will do that just to make sure everything's working. I know last year we had that massive, massive cold spell, and we had lots of our kind of outside boiler pipes, the condensation pipe froze. So we did have quite a bit of work to do around that. So those are just the things that we kind of keep our eye on a little bit over the holidays, especially the houses that all the tenants are gone for an extended period of time, and the house is completely empty. One of the other things, and we're not doing any of it this year, but if we have any big projects planned, so any big kind of maintenance, or in the past we've done bathroom updates and kitchen updates, I like to plan them over the holiday period, because again, tenants are mostly gone, so you're not interrupting them as much. So I think last year we replaced an ensuite bathroom in one of our properties. So again, we just checked with the tenants, said, hey, are you going to be gone? Found the dates they were going to be gone. My builder tends to be a bit more free around the Christmas period. He's happy to help me out then, because again, he's local, so it's quite an easy job for him to just pop back and forth in his spare time. Tenants were away for 2 weeks, so we had kind of 2 weeks to refit the bathroom there. The year before, we did the kitchen in that house. So again, most of the tenants were away over the holiday period. So when we ripped out the kitchen, there weren't very many of them there to kind of be hassled by not having a kitchen for a few days. So it worked really well to do that over the Christmas period. So those are the types of things we normally try to plan for this time of year, just so that we can make sure everybody stays happy and we don't disturb very many people. So hopefully you found that helpful. I find Christmas cards and Christmas goodies a good morale booster for the tenants. And again, just making sure we understand if any of the houses are going to be empty for a period of time, so that we can just keep our eye on safety and security at those houses. Because if we're not doing it, the burglars are going to be doing it, and they're going to be checking things out, because it's easy to spot an empty house. And that's what lots of them are looking for over the holiday period. So hopefully you found that helpful. If you are looking for more kind of rent-to-rent business boosting tips, make sure you've checked out my rent-to-rent business booster free series that's running right now. So if you haven't signed up, head over to my website, renttorentacademy.co.uk. There's a big sign-up bar on the top with me in a silly Christmas hat. Put your email address in there and you will get the daily emails. They're really great, if I have to say so myself. We had a great video today about how to decide between, doing the HMO or service accommodation strategy. Yesterday, we had a giveaway for free copies of my book, and we've got loads more kind of freebies and awesome downloads and tips coming up over the next few weeks as we headed towards Christmas. So if you haven't signed up, make sure that you've joined that. It's completely free. It's my gift to you for the holidays. And otherwise, I will see you again shortly for the next video. Have a wonderful day.